Vinay, tell us how does the recent legal clarification regarding pilots' resignations have impacted Akasa Air and your long-term concerns? Do you think you're satisfied?
Very satisfied. I think we've got legal clarity that an airline's notice period needs to be respected, and to be honest, I think that is what was the practice for the preceding 15 years in India. So what happened, I think, in July and August was completely unprecedented and hadn't been seen since 2006, when our regulators, civil aviation, guidelines and regulations first came into effect. And the recent ruling, just clarifies that the airline's notice period needs to be respected. So we're very happy. We think it's great for consumers, and we think it's very good for the industry and the stability of the industry as well.
Great. You did say that you've been satisfied with this, but to what extent do you think it's the market competition that had kind of impacted this scenario?
To be honest, I think we will succeed at Akasa as long as we focus on ourselves and our consumers. We really don't think about elements of the competition, because we think we have all the elements within us to be able to really run a great airline, to be good to our consumers, to be kind to our consumers, to be dependable for our consumers, and really to build financially a very, very strong airline. And so from our perspective, that's what we're focused on. We knew from day one that this is a competitive market, but we're very happy to compete.
And Vinay, are you also contemplating any new orders for your order book?
We are, and there's not a lot of time left for that process to finish. We've said the end of the year, and I've translated that into now 74 days left, or 73 days left, for us to be able to announce our 3-digit aircraft order. And that's also, two things. One is it's very exciting because we cement a much longer term future. But the other one is it's also indicative of our financial health, right? You don't have manufacturers that allow you to place these very large and significant orders if you didn't already exhibit the kind of financial prowess that they're looking for. So I think it's indicative of both.
Great. The 3-digit aircraft order that you did mention, it also comes in the background of the good news, the international permit that you have received. Am I right?
That's correct. That is correct. Yes, and we can now move from a slightly esoteric permit to actually cities, and so we look forward to seeing our iconic Akasa orange tail in Riyadh, in Jeddah, and Doha, and Kuwait, which are the first 4 cities that we've got, and this is just the beginning. We will, as our network grows, we'll be flying to many more exciting destinations.
That's great. That was my next question, but I'll just try and get back to understanding a bit from you. What is the current size of your pilot workforce?
We've got over 450 pilots today. So, Karishma, we had 330 pilots in April. Despite the small number of pilots that left us in July and August without serving any notice period. Today, we have a strength over 450. And this is something, again, that people talk about attrition, but really we've added 120 more pilots even through this phase, Karishma. And so we've grown our pilot strength by over 30% here between April and today. And then we've got another 125 pilots that will join us in the next 4 months, or 2 to 4 months. Who have already contractually committed to us and are at various stages of joining us.
Okay, that's good to know. Vinay, the festive season is also around the corner, and that of course reinforces the fact that aviation is going to see regenerate that demand and get back to people traveling. How do you see the Indian aviation working around its path and trajectory with the festive season?
Yes, the December quarter is always an exciting quarter for us. We're seeing very, very strong bookings. And I'm sorry to turn a festive season into airline numbers, but that's just the business that we're in. Of course, we're looking forward to the festivities on a personal level, but from a business side, this is a strong season for us, and we're seeing that in our numbers.